What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's goody? Oh, we're going to get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, people. Mm-hmm. Give me paper towel. Thank you. Let's get into it, my peoples. So, the aftermath. Jermell Charlo beats Brian Castano. Pound for pound, top three. Jaron boots Ennis. Proves his status. They're not happy. Now I'm seeing tons of people talking about Boots Ennis still ain't fight nobody. After I saw tons of people talking about Castano, Castile Clayton was going to give him problems. Now he ain't fight nobody. Tim TV 212, Via Ferrer, King Jr., Kerwin Promoter, Kareem Ebanks, Jay Samuels, Morris Green, Daniel Beltran, Al Green, Marky Dan 123, Frank Navarro, Arsonis, Heatmakers, Taquan Wack, Buddy Love. Buddy Love, what's good, great brother? Ralph Shelton, Sir Geechee, Darius Gilliard, Herbert Johnson, Dwayne Kane Sr., Euphorbio Dave, King Jr., Eric O., Sherman Callahan, Sagocious Sage, what's going on? Terry Smoot Jr., Starter Kid Duke, Robert Montgomery, Ray Uriel, Steve Brooks, Monica, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing tonight? Nuhol, the Mississippi Morrow, Prince Jules, what's going on? DeAndre Smith, Macadosha Mac of the South, Christopher Hayes, Alex Naives, Prince Tua Mayer, Alexander Wright, Dre Harton, LV Live, my brother, what's goody with you? Artwork, Blackwater Boxing, Willis O'Neill, Chilltown Majors, Poe Porter, Duval, Junebugger, Yon Ramos, Reggie Reg, Chris Little One Taylor, Mega D Sep, Rick Mack, my brother, Kwame Love, what's going on? Ty Smith, what's going on? Inspiration lives here. J Book, Deuce Foe. What's goody with y'all? What's good? What's good? So let's get into this. J for J, what's going on? Greg Abernathy. Renee Young, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bosch Young. What's going on with you, Renee? Renee, drop the link. Fabian Terry, what's going on? Smash the like button. Y'all see they playing with the stream, right? We had 138 people in 12 seconds, and now we have 185 people in 5 minutes. Smash the like button, people. David Carey, what's going on? Khalid, Raouf, Ahmed, Hamed Bey, what's going on? David Carey, what's going on? So, Jermell Charlo has solidified himself as the top 3 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after his epic performance last night over Brian Castano. Okay, Matt Songs, what's going on? Beatmaker, what's going on? Right? Over his win over Brian Castano. Now I'm seeing a lot of people, they're not happy. Right? They're like, listen, Jermell Charlo, now, granted, like I said, there's always going to be people, Corbin Phoenix, what's going on? That's going to say they don't fancy Jermell Charlo because how they view Jermell Charlo outside the ring. Am I frozen to y'all? Brown Lumber 909, what's going on? Xavier Moses, Gabe Moore, what's going on? So that's what they're going to tell you. That's their reasoning for not wanting to put him there. Malante Davis, what's going on? But it has nothing to do with that. Okay? It has everything to do with Steve Brooks, Forever Study Bulls. What's going on? My brother, Big Dog Willie in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said Castile was not a challenge, Blue, for Boots. I got Ortiz over Boots. Charlo isn't 2-3. You really disrespected Usyk, Canelo, and Bud Anui until Charlo moves up and wins a title. Don't bring up this nonsense. First of all, Big Dog Willie, You should go educate yourself on the sport of boxing. This is the problem I have. Y'all be quick to come here and try to challenge me without doing your homework. Go do your homework before you even mention me. You should go do your homework. You should really go study the sport of boxing before you come here and you challenge me. And don't even know what you're talking about. So see, when I read this, and salute to my brother Big Dog Willie dropping that half a dub on your boy, it gets amateurish for me to even respond. Cuatro Loso, what's going on? Because the fact that you even name Usyk, right, is laughable, right? Presidential Mike, it's not our Big Dog Willie. We know this. But the fact that you even mentioned Usyk on the list is laughable. Mark Wonderlick, what's going on? And lets me know you don't even know what you're talking about. Heavyweights don't even belong on the pound for pound list. It was created in spite of heavyweights. So that's number one. That's what make that comment so amateurish. Okay? And then you had the audacity to say somebody moving up in weight. Moving through weight classes don't mean anything. Marvin Hagler never moved through weight classes, and he's one of the all-time greats, and in his era was definitely on the pound for pound list. So what are we talking about? C Money, Best Style, Brooklyn in the building. Talib Cunningham, what's going on? Willpower, what's going on? So Fabian Boykin, what's going on? So that's clownish, okay? And then you mentioned Nui, who had then you mentioned Nui, who you only mentioned Nui because somebody told you. You didn't watch Nui. You didn't watch. How many fights of Nui did you watch in his career? Stop lying to yourself. You going and listening what other people told you about Nui. You ain't watched more than 5 fights of his career. Because he come on, you live in the States. He come on at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't sit here and act like you've been watching Nui this whole time. You don't know nothing about him. You only know what the mass majority of mainstream media have told you about Nui. You know nothing about him. You saw him fight maybe 3 times in your entire life. Yet you talking about somebody slighting somebody else. Okay? Then you watch Canelo Alvarez get dominated twice. 2 separate fights where he has lost every single round except for 3 with the Bivol fight. So in a total of 2 fights with Floyd Mayweather and Bivol, he has 24 rounds and he won 3. And what's the biggest win in his career? A controversy win over Triple G. That's the biggest win in his career. And he arguably has 5 losses. And how could I be slighting Terrence Crawford when I have him at number 1? See, this is the comedy I talk about when I have to respond to people like you. You said it's slighting Terrence Crawford. How could I slight Terrence Crawford? And it's no miracle. How do you have a Nui over Errol Spence Jr.? Goodbye. Black Attack, what's going on? John Wick, what's going on? Blackwater Boxer, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, this guy must be waiting for you with the super chat. He came out immediately. These miserable trolls are amusing. Facts. Can't make this up. He had the audacity to say Nui over Errol Spence Jr.? Come on, man. Here, let me enlighten you. Jermell Charlo has cleaned out his division and beat everybody that was somebody and took all the belts from official champions. He beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. Cleaned out his division and didn't avoid anybody, unlike Canelo Alvarez avoiding Demetrius Andrade. When he was 1 belt away, all he had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade to become undisputed at middleweight, and he chose to fight Rocky Fielding. You, my friend, are a joke. This is the amateur. DJ, what's going on? Easy De Niro. Marissa Aiken, peace bless Queen. How you doing today? Miss Sexy, peace bless Queen. How you doing today? My brother, the Jab Jamboree in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher. Drop the link at Don Sapansky. What's going on? J for J, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Jermell and Boots are the truth. Jermell definitely is pound for pound discussion. For sure. For sure. They don't like it, but they're going to accept it. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they think. He said I slighted Terrence Crawford. How can I slight Terrence Crawford when I got him at number one? I always had him at number one when you didn't have him at number one. And you still got Canelo on your list, and you just saw him get outclassed. Baby, can you do me a favor? Put the fan right here. Pause. I'll take it upstairs. You got Canelo Alvarez on the list, and you watched him get outclassed. And get this. When did Canelo Alvarez ever rectify his losses outside of the Triple G fight? Did he rematch Erislandy Lara? Nope. Did he rematch Floyd? Nope. He was forced to rematch Triple G, and let's not forget, he tested positive for clenbuterol banned substance going into the second fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He arguably lost to Lara. You can make case he lost both fights Triple G, lost every round to Floyd, lost every round except for 2 to 3 and Dimitri Bivol. And you talking about somebody slighting somebody else by putting Jermell Charlo, the undisputed junior middleweight, who fought everybody and cleaned out his division, and you put Canelo Alvarez on there. Jokes are us. Warren Garza, brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue. He said Charles the truth has to be top 3 or 4. I don't see how he's not. That fight is the reason I love boxing. I think he beats Crawford at 154. I think Crawford is a better fighter, though. Yeah, see, and that's what I said. Salute to my brother Warren Garza dropping that duh on your boy Blue. And here's the thing, right? And we got 535 people. We should have 535 likes. I know we got a lot of detractors. I know you got a lot of people that don't like Jaron, Boots, Ennis, and Jermell Charlo. But guess what? Get the likes all the way up. I know we ain't got 200 of them. Get the likes all the way up. Shadow Moses 0083. What's going on? Can't make this stuff up. King Jew, the brother in the super chat, he said Troll change account every day, B. Facts. Ain't got the nerve to take my brother Big Dog Willie name. Big Dog Willie said, why didn't you credit Canelo for Undisputed? I did. And you say one more silly thing and know not what you speak of, I'm going to block you. Because first and foremost, you already took my brother Big Dog Willie name, right? And you don't know what you're talking about. Canelo Alvarez was top 2 best pound for pound fighters in the world. What is you talking about? Not crediting him. You don't know what you're talking about. And if you come here with the race bait and stuff, you're going to get blocked. I'm telling you. Ex-Krypton, what's going on? So, and it makes me no difference. So go ahead and straddle the line if you want to. Hoodie Smoke, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. He says, slow down, Blue. Peace and blessings to you and your family and the chat. Salute to my brother Hoodie Smoke, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. Mike Hughes, my brother in the super chat, dropping that good on your boy Blue. He says, salute, Blue. Who do you think is the next Jamal? Oh, who do you think is next for Jamal? He fighting Macy Selecki, June 18th. Miss Joette, peace bless queen. How you doing today? Felix Mays, my brother. Chef Wildfire, what's going on? Jeff Campbell, my brother. Denzel Horton, Cinnamon Savage, my brother. Boss of MMA 365, Michael Manning, what's going on? He fighting Macy Selecki, June 18th. Juneteenth weekend. And then he said he's moving up to 168. So I gather he's going to be fighting David Benavidez then. He got to be on the table. Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the super chat. My bad. Forgot to wipe my feet before I came inside, man. Smash that like button. Yeah, Grindnobi Barfield, what's going on? Get the likes up, man. We got 642 people, and we got 335 likes. Leo GT, multimedia artist. My brother, what's goody with you, great brother? Yeah, he coming here making up April Lynch, Piece of Blood Queen. How you doing today? Kendrell, my brother, what's goody with you? TD Harden, what's going on? He coming here using Big Dog Willie name. And Mo 2013, what's going on? Conservative Common Sense, what's going on? Hey, Scripto, my brother in the super chat, he said Errol called Bomac a 5'7" super heavyweight shaker. He sure did, man. And go to ppv.blkprime.com. Go to ppv.blkprime.com. Once again, go to ppv.blkprime.com. Y'all know that's my partners doing the partnership with ppv.blkprime.com. We're going to be putting on fights for fighters that looking to make a name for themselves, trying to get, exposure, looking to, get on on the scene, fighters that can't get fights, things of that nature. ppv.blkprime.com. Dave Dollar, my brother, what's going on? 7X, what's going on? So Jermell Charlo, Stephen L. Lamack, what's going on? Ernie V, Stephen Willis, what's going on? Dr. Pablo said, Corey Bizzle, what's going on? Truth Goddess, Peace of Blood Queen, how you doing today? So here's the thing, right? Tayana Scott, Peace of Blood Queen, how you doing today? New Jersey, AJ, Jose Rodriguez, Miguel Morales, what's going on? Sad One, what's going on? Yeah, he switched stairs effortlessly. Cannons, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? Regardless of how you view Jermell Charlo outside the ring, right? Regardless how you view him outside the ring, I don't care. That have nothing to do with his talent and his skill set inside the ring. Zero, zilt. The GOAT brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, yo, Blue, I got Boots versus Stanionis Thurman next. Who do you think is next? I think it's more likely he'll fight Stanionis than he'll fight Keith Thurman. I think the likelihood of him fighting Keith Thurman is slim. Not because of him, because of Keith Thurman. I don't think Keith Thurman is going to be willing to make that fight happen next. I don't think, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think Keith Thurman see the value in fighting Boots Ennis next. Keith Thurman is going to view it and look at it at this standpoint. What do I get out of fighting Boots? Because see, when you have the sanction bodies pushing Keith Thurman through the ranking system for fighting Mario Barrios, right? Because Keith Thurman is already a name and already established, and he gets pushed through the ranking system because he fought Mario Barrios and he just made a comeback. And more than likely, Keith Thurman can fight for one of those vacant belts that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford winner is going to vacate. We almost 90% know that the winner of Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, is going to vacate those belts, right? And since we already know that, that means Keith Thurman, being in the rankings where he's ranked, is going to be in position to fight and pick up one of those belts with a path of least resistance of Jaron Boots Ennis, right? He may be able to fight, a Cody Crawley or somebody like that. Not that Cody Crawley is a walk in the park or anything of that nature, but what Cody Crawley is that this is what Cody Crawley brings to the table. He's not as athletic, explosive, young, and as big as Jaron Boots Ennis. Okay, so if you Keith Thurman, more than likely he ain't gonna take that path. You understand what I'm saying? Because he beats Boots Ennis, right? He still got to look to get a title, right? So they're not going to fight for a title. Now, I could see him taking a risk if they fight for a title, but they're not going to fight for a title. So because they're not going to fight for a title, I don't see Keith Thurman taking that risk. He's just not going to do it. And but Stanionis, Emmanuel Stanionis, he don't have a choice, right? He's looking to make a name for himself. He got to get in that mix. Drummer 700, what's going on? So Stanionis, he don't have a choice. You understand? Well, he have a choice. He could turn it down. But RC Boston 411, what's going on? Fat Cat Shadow Boston, 50 bands, what's going on? Juan Jr. Boston, what's going on? I got Roll Rays, what's going on? Dub SQ Sigils, what's going on? General T9, GDX Immortal, what's going on? Zoomverse, what's going on? Jadavis 2310, my brother. So with that said, Stanionis is in a position where he's still trying to, he in the same boat as Boots. JMJ 2121, what's going on, great brother? So he's more of a possibility he accept the fight than Keith Thurman. The brother Big Dog Willie back in the super chat dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue. We got 673 people and 400 likes. That's almost 300 people moonlighting. That's almost 300 people moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes all the way up. He answered this. Tell me why Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Vander Holyfield were on pound for pound list. I know my history, Blue. Jamal is not. No, they was not on the pound for pound list. No, they weren't on no pound for pound list. Maybe ESPN tried to tell you that because they were wanting to push it, but that they were not on nobody's pound for pound list. Jamal is not top 3. He just entered top 10. Got to see more. You going to block for my opinion? No, I'm going to block you for trying to push a narrative and put a jacket on me that don't fit. Don't come here and talk about what I didn't do for Canelo Alvarez. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm no longer going to have that conversation. Period. If you don't know what you're talking about, then go do your homework. And furthermore, the pound for pound list was created. And if anybody had Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and Evander Holyfield on their pound for pound, they was incorrect in doing so. I don't care what heavyweight it was. I don't care if it was Mike Tyson at his absolute apex. He was considered the baddest man on the planet, but he's never on nobody's pound for pound list. Nor should he be. Nor was Muhammad Ali. Definitely wasn't on nobody's pound for pound list because that was at the apex of the reason the pound for pound list was created, especially early in his career. It was created for Sugar Ray Robinson. So Muhammad Ali definitely wasn't on nobody pound for pound list. And if Evander Holyfield was on the pound for pound list, you mistaken. That's Usyk was on the pound for pound list before Usyk turned heavyweight. When he was the undisputed cruiserweight, Usyk belonged on the pound for pound list. Evander Holyfield was on the pound for pound list because he was the undisputed cruiserweight. He wasn't a heavyweight when he was on the pound for pound list. So you're confusing your timelines. So yeah, you may have saw Evander Holyfield on the pound for pound list, but that's when he was a cruiserweight. So maybe you forgot that Evander Holyfield was considered the greatest cruiserweight in the history of the sport of boxing, and he was the undisputed cruiserweight. So that's why you saw Evander Holyfield and Usyk, but Usyk is no longer belonging to be on the pound for pound list because he's the unified heavyweight champion. The pound for pound list, Big Dog Willie, was created in spite of the heavyweight division. Because as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. They don't belong on there. It was created to give credit and acknowledgement to fighters that was not the heavyweights. As the heavyweights go, so goes the sport of boxing. So they overshadow all the other divisions. That's why the heavyweight division is not on the pound for pound list. That's why you just consider him the baddest man on the planet. Now, you can have your opinion, but Jermell Charlo has cleaned out 154. You got to take him out. He cleaned out 154. And the fights that you may have wanted to see that didn't happen, like him and Hurd, was not his fault. That's Hurd's fault he lost. Then he lost to Tony Harrison. So salute to Big Dog Willie dropping a half a dub on your boy Blue. I don't appreciate you putting a jacket on me telling me, oh, you didn't give Canelo. I had Canelo Alvarez number 2 pound for pound. How did I not give him credit? And then you said I didn't give Cameron Crawford credit when I had him number 1 pound for pound. Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, no secret, I like Bud as pound for pound, but I wouldn't be mad if they put Jermell at number 1 spot because his journey was just as good as Bud's. He actually fought Hoodie Smoke, let's be honest. He actually fought better opposition than Terence Crawford on his journey to become undisputed. Just think about that. He actually fought better African pride. What's going on? He fought better and bigger opposition than Terence Crawford did. You understand what I'm saying? So you can actually say his road to pound for pound was tougher than Terence Crawford's road. Herman Johnson, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, "I just want to thank Jermell for shutting those is up. And do you think Boots is really ready for Spence?" I do. Master Ian, what's going on? I think he's a phenom. I know y'all. Listen, K Fine is 619. What's going on? Branch Reed, what's going on? I watch Boots spar. Who's phone and whatever is playing? Oh, muted. So I watch his sparring sessions and they no different from the fights. Jason Smith, what's going on? He never lost a round. The dude is special. He's ready. He's special. Now, obviously, hey, people, we got 837 people in here and 497 likes. I don't know where they do that at. We got 837 people in here and 497 likes. The likes need to be at 800 right now. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Ain't no way we have 300 plus people moonlighting in here. Roy Garcia, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Roy Garcia, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue. He says, "Salute, Blue, one of my favorite channels. Keep up the good work. Brother, Spence may be too much for Boots. Amateur speak for itself when it's time to step up on competition." Hey, that's a strong possibility, Roy Garcia. But we got to see it. My eye test tell me he ready. Does that mean he gonna win? We don't know, right? But can he compete with them? Oh, for sure. For sure. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Errol Spence is no different than Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. The difference is they are already established and accomplished. And one is 11 years older than him. The other one is 8 years older than him. He came just an era short of being in the exact same conversation with them. That's all. Because had we just think about it. The eye test tells us all. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H in the building. Go subscribe to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H. Just think about it, right, Roy Garcia? The eye test tells you right now, if he was to fight Keith Thurman, who you think would be the favorite? Fan favorite, not betting favorite, just fan favorite. Just think about that. Anybody not named Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, you're going to say, hey, this dude Boots is going to win. If he fought Virgil Ortiz tomorrow, you're going to say 90%, 80% of the boxing world is going to be like, Boots going to win. It's going to be a tough fight. Everybody going to be interested, and people want to see, but they really want to see if Boots can pass the eye, if Boots can actually do what you believe he going to do. You understand what I'm saying? So he fights Stanionis. You're going to believe that Boots is going to win. So the only people that you feel like could beat him is them two. So guess what? If you match Errol Spence against anybody other than Terence Crawford, you're going to 90% of people going to say Errol Spence going to win. If you match Terence Crawford against anybody other than Errol Spence, 90% of the people going to say Terence Crawford going to win. And if you match Boots up with anybody other than Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I'll say 80% of the people is going to say Jaron Boots Ennis is going to win. Which means he's in the same category as they are. The only difference is we have a hard time in the sport of boxing because we emotionally attached to certain fighters. You have a hard time adjusting to change. And what I mean by that is this. We already know, and they're accustomed. We see what they have done. but we have an issue with identifying new talent in the sport of boxing until they actually go, ta-da! That's the problem in sport of boxing. How do you know that, Blue? Because I've lived it. When Roy Jones came on the scene, oh boy, all I heard was, man, this dude ain't got no fundamentals. He do everything wrong. He just getting away because his athletic ability. He gonna, soon as somebody catch up to him with skills, timing beat speed. That's all I heard about Roy Jones. Now suddenly, hindsight, people talk about, hey man, Roy Jones was the truth. Yeah, well, what about when he was coming up? All I heard was, man, he ain't this, he ain't that. That's all I heard. Floyd Mayweather, when he was calling out people and saying that, oh man, he ain't this, he ain't that. The problem with the sport of boxing and the fans is that we wait until they already a 5-division champion and beat 10 world champions before we say, hey man, that dude is the truth. That's the problem. Sugar Ray Leonard won an Olympic gold medalist. Sugar Ray Leonard came in and people was questioning, man, this kid is soft. He ain't that good. Oh man, he's overrated. He's overrated. He's overrated. He getting too much accolades and he ain't do nothing yet. This is all you heard about Sugar Ray Leonard. He's soft. Wait until he go into somebody that's rough and rugged. And as soon as he lost to Roberto Duran, all you heard was, I told you so. I told you he was soft. I told you he was this. I told you he was that. Then he beat Duran. Now we look at his career hindsight, and you don't hear none of those kind of conversations. Why? Because we have to wait until they beat everybody, their career is over, and then we give them credit. That's what happens. Now, again, we don't know, but you see the talent is what I'm saying. We see the talent. We know what's there. We know what's available, right? Now, it's up to Boots now to follow it through. But we see the talent. It's undeniable. He made it look so easy. Custio Clayton in the fight yesterday was hesitant because immediately he realized how big Boots was, how fast he was, and how rangy and lengthy he was. So he realized, oh man, it's going to be more difficult immediately. Immediately. And then he became hesitant. The GOAT brother in the Super Chat, Bozy said that they are going to they're going to fight Stanionis or Thurman. Yeah, that's more likely. Because, listen, the GOAT, as much as we want to talk about Errol Spence and Boots and Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Boots, the reality is that needs to be settled, and that's the biggest fight in boxing. That's the reality. That's the reality of it. Jeffrey Brooks, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, yeah, Keith fighting Boots is a high risk to low reward of reward. Yeah, it is. For Keith Thurman. Busy, what's going on? But they could pay Keith Thurman handsomely. NFL is lit. What's going on? They could pay Keith Thurman, Smokey, what's going on? Keem So Smirkers, what's going on? They could pay Keith Thurman. They could overpay him to take the fight. Hey, listen, he ain't gonna turn down. Blue screen, what's going on? Man, that dollar sign get big enough. That dollar sign get big enough. We got 911 people and 637 likes. Sammy B. Proper, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Salute to my brother Sammy B. Proper, dropping that duh on your boy Blue. He said Charlo should be pound for pound number one. He went to the toughest road to Undisputed, unlike Canelo that cherry-picked his way at 168. Nobody can't name Crawford opponent at 140 for Undisputed. That's what I said, right? His path to becoming Undisputed is a better path than both of them. You're right. Now, the situation with Canelo, I will say this, right? Sammy B. Proper. I will say this. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, the only fight he didn't take, right? You know, that may have been the biggest fight, is the David Benavidez fight, right? It was strategic. David Benavidez lost his title, and strategically, right? They were able to pick up all those belts without having to go through David Benavidez, who was, because see, and the Sammy proper. This is the thing I'm gonna say about that. You got to keep in mind, right? There was a time we were saying the biggest fight at super middleweight was Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. So I don't like to water down Caleb Plant victory, because the best two super middleweights at one point in time was David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. So he did beat Caleb Plant, right? Although Caleb Plant best win was Uzcategui, right? But he did beat him. You understand? And we all wanted to see Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. That was the biggest fight in the division. So he did go through Caleb Plant, right? And I was one that was calling for it when he fought Rocky Fielding, Shadow 979. Where you been at? Shavion Productions, what's going on? When he fought Rocky Fielding, I was calling for him to fight Caleb Smith. Fight Caleb Smith, right? AJ Celestine, what's going on? And he ended up fighting Caleb Smith and beating Caleb Smith. Now, I just felt like Caleb Smith just didn't assert himself, but it is what it is, right? But like you said, so I still think that Jermell Charlo's path was still tougher. See, Big Dog Willie, this is the problem I have. You can't help yourself. That guy George, Roy Babineau, what's going on? You can't help yourself, brother. This is what I'm talking about. Then you come here talking about, oh man, you're gonna block me for my opinion? No, you can't help yourself, brother. Who said I don't like Terrence Crawford and Canelo? I have them 1 and 2. This is why. This is why, brother. You treading on thin ice, bro. I don't want you. You coming here and you causing distraction. Jamal Wright, what's going on? Oh, here goes Jamal Wright. Now he disappeared. Victor Mack, what's going on? Now, yeah. Now Jamal Wright, my brother, he disappeared yesterday. He said Boots better have a fantastic performance. Boots have a fantastic performance, and you disappeared for the rest of the night. Now you pop up today talking about, oh, he better not fight no more watered down fights. Michael James 616, Golden Mask, what's going on? Now he have a spectacular performance against Castano Clayton. Now Castano Clayton is not a good fighter. But yesterday, when he was fighting Castano Clayton, you told me that he better have a spectacular performance. He had a spectacular performance. Morpheus Bay, what's going on? Now you want to water down Castano Clayton. Now Castano Clayton, Deuce 888, what's going on? Is not a good fighter. Sherman Bray, my brother. Lamont Griffin, what's going on? Mr. Spencer Man 2, what's going on? Now Castano Clayton not a good fighter. Just yesterday, you did all that. Hey, Boots better fight. Boots better look spectacular tonight. I know that. He better look spectacular. The brother looks spectacular. Then you disappear. Now you come back and you're talking about, yeah, he better not fight. No, come on, bro. Stop doing that, man. Alex Celeste, brother in the super chat, he said, eye test mean nothing. Boots will drown with a real fighter. Boots will drown with a real fighter. Okay. See, these are all the people. I want you guys to all take a good look at this. Right? Everybody take a good look at this. Virgil Wembley, what's going on? Polo Sports and Talk and Entertainment, what's going on? Because all these people that you see talking about Boots, when he's fighting these quote unquote big names that they talking about, and he start beating them, right? You're not going to see these names anymore. You're not going to see, all of these names are going to disappear. Just like my brother Jamal Wright did last night when he disappeared after he said what he said. Suddenly, every time he do something, it's never going to be good enough. He beat Virgil Ortiz, they're going to tell you, yeah, well, who did Virgil Ortiz beat? What did Virgil Ortiz do, right? He beat Stanionis. Now we all watched the fight with Stanionis and Buchev, and we all agree Stanionis is a tough fight. If he beat Stanionis like he beat Custio Clayton, suddenly they're going to tell you, hey, who is Stanionis? The goalpost is going to continue to move because instead of them just giving his brother credit for his skill set and his talent, just like they used to do with Errol Spence. When Errol Spence was first fighting, this is what they used to do. Oh, Errol Spence ain't fight nobody. When he beat Bundu and he said strap season, time to fight Kell Brook, oh, who did he fight? He ain't beat nobody. He said he wanted to fight Keith Thurman. Why? What did he do? He ain't beat nobody. Now suddenly, these ain't the same people saying that Errol Spence ain't good no more. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Chris Lil One Taylor, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He says, shout out to Charlo and Derrick James. Charlo, #1 at rematches. That fight reminded me of Floyd versus Madonna. He made similar adjustments. While Silly Willie talking boots ahead of some of these guys named with no belt. Well, the problem is, the thing is this, right? Whether he have a belt or not, you see the eye test. The eye test tells you that Boots is the goods. And if you put him in there with Virgil Ortiz, it's going to look very bad. I promise you that. Virgil Ortiz is not fast enough. He's not rangy enough. He doesn't have the athletic ability. He struggles with boxes and jabs and length. You put Virgil Ortiz Jr. in the ring with Jaron Boots Ennis, right? It's going to look bad. And then this is what everybody's going to say. Yeah, well, either A, Boots was too big. He needs to move up to 154. Or B, they're going to tell you that Virgil Ortiz Jr. didn't do nothing. Or Virgil Ortiz, who he ain't had no belt, and he looked like this. I guarantee you that. You don't hear none of these same people mentioned in the same sentence when Conor Benn is doing what he do. Nobody. You know why? Because you see the difference in talent gap. So you don't want to believe that Michael Jordan was the best player in the league when he came in the league because you still had Magic Johnson and Larry Bird on your mind. So when he dropped 63 on the Celtics, right, then everybody said, yeah, well, he ain't win. You didn't wait. After he three-peated, and the second time, suddenly, yeah, you know what, Michael Jordan, this is Barbara David, Peace, Bless, Queen. How you doing today? This is the talking points all the time, people. All the time. I have seen this in sports so many times. I watched Jerry Rice's career, right? I'm a 49er fan. And oh boy. Jerry Rice ain't this. Ain't no way he the best. Ain't no way this. Now, at this, the overall consensus, hey, Jerry Rice is the best receiver ever played. It's not this hard, people. You can see the talent. Period. Period. Sean Carp, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue and the chat. Charlo made the adjustment and did his thing for Undisputed. Boots is for real to me. Spence the only one to acknowledge him. Everybody else quiet as a church mouse. That's another thing. $50 Ben said, Blue, you was 5 when Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Blue, you was 5 when Sugar Ray debuted. Hey, listen. Sugar Ray Leonard is the man, and I watched his career. Period. But I know what was said. Alice Telez, brother in Super Chat, keep the same energy with Canelo after his career is over. Keep the same energy with Canelo after his career is over. Brother, I watched Canelo Alvarez fight, brother. I don't know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with you, but you don't get it, huh? You're never going to get it. So it's a waste of my breath. Jay Lynn, peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? It's wasting my breath. And the most precious thing I have is time. So it's a waste of my time to sit here and try to debate with you the obvious. Terrence Barr Lavens, what's going on? Period. So why am I going to waste my breath when talking to somebody that's only enamored with somebody because they resemble them? Period. Invest in yourself, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what's your thoughts on Tim Bradley saying Boots only has to work on his defense and that's his only weakness? Because everybody is trying to find a hole or a flaw in Jaron Ennis, just like they did with Roy Jones. Rashad Akdar, what's going on? iMac Music, what's going on? Just like they did with Roy Jones. You understand what I'm saying? With Roy Jones, it was, he don't have this. Floyd Mayweather don't have this. Floyd Mayweather ain't got no power. You ain't never seen nobody walk Floyd Mayweather down. Never. Not Canelo, not Manny Pacquiao. Nobody. It was a handful of guys that attempted it. Marcos Maidana, the first time, Miguel Cotto, and Emmanuel Augustus. How many people you saw try to walk Floyd down? But everybody told you how a void of power, punching power he was. Why didn't you walk him down? Play you, Sylvester Simon, 2011. What's going on? Clayton Thomas, what's going on? DF Dub Motivation, my brother, what's going on? Las Vegas Leon, my brother, what's going on with you, great brother? Okay, say less. Okay, say less, great brother. Mordecai the Great, what's going on? The Libra 926, brother in super chat. He said, truth, hashtag, hey, what's up, Blue? Can you shout out my son, Z Busy? Salute to your son, Z Busy, man. Blessings to you, Z Busy. Salute to you, baby boy. Salute to Z Busy, man. What's going on with you, great brother? How you feeling? Urban Naturalist, what's going on? Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Boo said he wanted to see Crawford versus Spence and watch it as a fan in an interview after knocking off Clayton. That tells you it's the biggest fight. Facts. He told me the same thing. When I interviewed him, what did he say? Francis Arcelius, what's going on? Francione Arcelius, where you been at? Damon Kennedy, what's going on? John Murder, what's going on? Jafari Caesar, Deion Easton, what's going on? Deontay Gilbert, what's going on? He said, Blue, if he beats somebody in the second round, clearly, why? Mike Tyson beat up. Okay, watch this now. Ali the Artist, what's going on? Jamal Wright said, Blue, if he beats somebody in the second round, clearly they're not good. Mike Tyson knocked out Spence in the second round. Spence is a Hall of Famer. In the first round, Spence is a Hall of Famer. So what does that mean? Y'all got to stop with these narratives, man. Stop it. Just give the brother props, man. So if you knock somebody out in the first or second round, that mean they ain't good? Come on, man. Stop. Master Eden, brother in the super chat, said they just can't help themselves. They can't. He said he knocked the dude out in the second round. That mean he ain't good. Okay, so if he knock out Sean Porter, let's say, hypothetically speaking, in the second round, that means Sean Porter ain't good? Kirk Kerr, what's going on? First Degree Sports, what's going on? Eugene Mason, the third brother in the super chat, dropping that half a $100 on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Eugene Mason, the third, dropping that half a $100 on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, appreciate the excellence. Keep up the great work. Oh, man, I appreciate you. 1,000%, great brother. 1,000%. Golden Mass, what's going on? Antoine Martin, my brother. So if you knock somebody out in the first or second round, then that means that the fighter ain't good. God's greatest. What's going on? Ain't that amazing? If you knock a fighter out in the first or second round, according to my brother Jamal Wright, then you ain't a good fighter. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Boy, oh boy. We'll say anything not to give this dude credit, huh? Josh Olston, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. Boss Los, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, big ups, Blue. They could at least smash the like button. Come in here talking great facts. Get the likes up, people. 915 people. And we got 780 likes, man. Get the likes up, man. Hey, man, come on, man. Y'all tripping. Yeah, Miss Joette. They can't help themselves. Big LT, Paul Carrick, what's going on? Black's Bayou, what's going on? Craig Stilson, what's going on? Boy, oh boy. DJ Zion Love, where you been at, bro? Deuce 888 in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said that's one of the main problems. They put more energy to hold some guys back rather than create new stars. More stars is more health to the sport. Agreed, Deuce 888. Why would you want to pull Boots back? Why would you want to downplay him? You know why? Because the fact that anybody mentioned him in the same breath with Errol and Terrence Crawford, that is frowned upon. And so we want to pull him back. But all his peers see it. Errol Spence said he saw it. Crawford sees it. Everybody sees it. But the fans want to pull him back. Why? Dante Gilbert, what's going on? Why? Steve Young, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, yo, Blue, do you really think Spence can see Boots? That Boots strong. I don't think Spence really want them problems. No, Errol Spence ain't gonna shy away from that. Tex Rob, what's going on? Errol Spence is not moved. John Murder, what's going on? He's not moved. Jaleel Johnson, what's going on? Yeah, the Niners been my team forever, man. Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens. Go subscribe to brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Roy Babino, what's going on? King Nat, what's going on? So instead of uplifting this dude, we want to knock him. Oh, you got it. You're going to keep putting roadblocks in front of him. You want to make the road to greatness even tougher. Why? I mean, it's going to play out anyway. Hey, Wavy 09, what's going on? Nature always going to take its course, so let it take its course. Corey Dennis in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Boots not losing to anyone at 147. Once EJ and Bud moves up, Charlo's top 5 pound for pound. I agree. I agree. All in Designer TV. What's going on, great brother? Alex Tellez, brother, back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue. Canelo was 23 when he fought the face at 42 bouts. Boots is 24 with 30 fights and not a single credible name. Why don't he dare to be great and fight a huge name? But you guys make fun of Canelo. Unbelievable. See, this is what I'm talking about. The silliness. I'm not even going to respond to that. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother, what's goody with you? Jeff Pierre Lewis, my brother in super chat. Jaron Ennis reminds me of a little Roy Jones Jr. A little like Roy Jones Jr. Agreed. 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 People will say anything, boy. They'll say anything to try to defend. He said Canelo, he was 23 with 40 fights. Silliness that boxing fans say. Because, see, as I told you, Alex Tellez is a fan of somebody that resembles him, opposed to being a fan of the sport of boxing. And that's where you're always going to come up short. You're going to find yourself saying silly stuff like he just said. Kai, what's going on? That makes zero sense. He said, why don't Boots dare to be great? Did you not hear? Now, this is the silliness that people talk about. That why would you say that? Him daring to be great, as if he's the one turning out fights. Don't that just sound silly to you? Did you hear him turn down Errol Spence fight? Did you hear him turn down Terrence Crawford fight? Did you hear him turn down Keith Thurman fight? How is he going to dare to be great if they don't accept the fight? What are you talking about? People just say anything because they can. Stop talking just because you got a mouth. Daily Game Shorts, what's going on? Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in super chat. Hatton got KO'd in the second round by Pacquiao. Facts. Yeah, 50 bands it is. Mr. Grim Games, what's going on? He ain't dare to be great. Floyd gave him the opportunity. What are you talking about? If Keith Thurman say tomorrow I'm going to fight, he going to fight him. What are you talking about? If Danny Garcia say, I'm going to fight you, he going to fight him. He ain't the one turning it down. So why are you talking about him daring to be great? People just say anything because they can. Twin D, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, why Canelo's career is over. He said, why Canelo's career is over. What I'll remember is that, you mean to say when Canelo Alvarez's career is over, I'll remember is that he popped for pet. That's another thing. Salute to my brother Twin D, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. People just say anything, boy. Juan Garza, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, I love Canelo and gave him big props for fighting Bivol, but he took the risk. He took the risk going up and lost. That's why it's a risk. If he would have won, he would have been praised. Even moving up, you have to drop him some notches on pound for pound. Thank you, Juan Garza. Appreciate you, great brother. Dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Miss Aisha, Peace Blessings. T. Scott, my brother, what's going on? Mason O. Marshall, Naughty Crash, what's going on? Sean Smith, brother in Super Chat, why do ESPN treat fighters so bad? Because they want to push a narrative. When you have dominating on the sport like this for so long, that's what happens. Houston, Texas, 056, $12. What's going on? Big George, 850. M. Barry Senior, what's going on? It just is what it is, Sean Smith. Twin D, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Hagler knocked Hearns out in 3 rounds. The Hitman is a legendary fighter. Facts. So Tommy Hearns is not a good fighter. Can't be. Not by my brother Jamal Wright standards. It's impossible. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? We know Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. Boots is a generation behind them, right? Cool. That's understandable. You understand? Errol Spence was trying to make a name for himself, trying to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wouldn't fight him. Y'all running around talking about why Errol Spence ain't there to be great. Just like y'all used to say silly stuff like, why Wilder never unified? Because there ain't nobody wanted to fight him. What are you talking about? Oh, Canelo dared to be great. No, he ain't dared to be great. They pushed his narrative. That's what he did. Just like they did Lomachenko. Lomachenko, first 3 fights as a professional, got a title fight. That ain't daring to be great. That's opportunity. Krypton, my brother in the super chat, he said, I want Ben versus Boots and Gary Russell versus Regis. Oh, Gary Anton Russell versus Regis next. What about you? I agree. But Conor Ben ain't going. I don't put too much merit in that because Eddie Hearn is no way, no how, no shape, no form going to put Conor Ben in the ring with Jaron Ennis. Absolutely not. So I never put no merit into that Boots versus Conor Ben situation because it ain't going to happen. As far as Regis Prograis and Gary Anton Russell, I love that fight. I love it. Make it happen ASAP. But I could see, but they talking about Regis Prograis fighting. Who they say he gonna fight? Oh, Montana Love. I like that fight too. Frankie C31, Lance Jackson, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, didn't Foreman knock Frazier out in 2? You're not gonna tell me that Frazier is trash. Facts. People just say anything, great brother. They say anything. Oh yeah, he knocked him out, and that means that's obviously mean he ain't good. Okay. Now I'm not saying Custio Clayton is Joe Frazier and Spinks and Tommy Hearns. No, but to flat out say if you get knocked out in the second round, that means you ain't good. Real McCoy, my brother, where you been at, bro? Tone Capone 1, what's going on? Josh Austin, brother, back in the super chat, dropping a Cinco on your boy Blue. In every sport you rank doesn't go down because they beat who they were supposed to be. Boots got what it takes. Give him the props. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Facts. Oh, that's Beezy. What's going on? Give the brother his credit, man. You know he got skills. You know he got talent. You know he got skills. Give him his credit, man. Period. Kai, brother in the super chat, said, Cook, Blue. Oh, for sure. Jermell Charlo ain't turned down no fights. None. When have you ever heard Jermell Charlo say, hey, I ain't fighting this guy? Or I ain't never fighting him. Outside of he even signed to fight Demetrius Andrade. I ain't never fighting him. When did you ever see Jermell Charlo do that? But I watched Canelo Alvarez do it. And so did you. But yet, you watch Canelo Alvarez avoid fighters like Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, put rehydration clause on Danny Jacobs, right? Pick and choose his fights. Jermell didn't pick and choose his fights. He fighting whoever got the belt. And if he lost, he wanted an immediate rematch. Canelo is second-guessing rematching Dimitri Bivol. Immediately after his fight with Lara, what's a controversy decision, Canelo Alvarez and his team said there'll be no rematch. Immediately. Lara is too boring. Nobody wants to see that again. We ain't never going to fight him again. You ever heard Jermell Charlo say, I ain't nobody want to see me fight Tony Harrison? He boring. Come on, man. But yet, you want to tell us that Jermell Charlo ain't pound for pound. Dante Gilroy, you missed my super chat. Did I? David Jackson, brother in the super chat, dropping that. Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Boots wants all the smoke, but how is him fighting McDonald's employees preparing him for Spence? I'll please make that Boots EJ fight. Well, he can't. I mean, he can only fight who's going to get in the ring. We stop saying that. That don't make sense. We got to stop saying that. Yeah, well, how's them fighting McDonald's? What are you talking about? He got to fight who's available. What, you don't want him to fight at all? There was a time where he was looking for an opponent and 20 opponents turned him down. 20 opponents. They couldn't find one opponent. So you want him to fight who? Nobody? Well, just stay on the shelf then. Don't do nothing. Just stay on the shelf and wait until a great opponent appears. Man, stop, man. Stop it. And I saw proof that they was looking to fight this guy. Hey, let's get this guy. Let's get that guy. Let's get this guy. Let's get that guy. Even Cody Crowley asked for $10 million to fight Boots. Cody Crowley asked for $10 million to fight Boots. $10 million? That's what Jermell Charlo got yesterday for Undisputed. Cody Crowley wanted $10 million. $10 million, people. $10 million. But you want to say to him, hey, Boots can't keep fighting these no-name dudes. What is you talking about? That sounds silly. Oh, brother, I don't see that super chat. Did Errol Spence fighting Leonard Bundu prepare him for Kell Brook? Of course not. But you knew Errol Spence was the goods. We could see the goods when we know it. You know the goods. Nobody had to tell me how good Errol Spence was. You didn't have to tell me, well, I got to see him fight this guy and I got to see him fight that guy. No, I knew how good Errol Spence was. Black Ninja, brother in the super chat, dropping that. Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute, Blue. Was it the right hook to the body, left hook to the head, or a combination of both that did it? Mel versus who at 160? I broke that down in my video, Jermell Charlo next move. He moves up to one. It was the combination of both, right? It was a delayed reaction. You're talking about the first knockdown, right? It was a delayed reaction. He had no more. He didn't even realize it, right? It was delayed reaction. So, but I think it was a combination of both. But as far as Jermell going to 160, I said this, right? I said that, I did a video about it. And my thing is this, right? He can make himself the mandatory for Jaime Munguia right now. He can make himself the mandatory for Jaime Munguia right now, right? He move up because Demetrius Andrade is going to vacate that WBO title. He can make himself the mandatory for Jaime Munguia right now. Right now, ASAP. ASAP. You understand what I'm saying? And so he do that with Jaime Munguia, right? That's huge. That's huge. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that, he could do that, or he could become Erislandy Lara's mandatory challenger because Triple G is going to vacate the WBA title and fight Canelo. So that belt going to be vacated. So you could get Jermell Charlo versus Triple G. That would be huge. I mean, Jermell Charlo versus Lara. But the bigger fight would be Jermell Charlo versus Jaime Munguia, and he could force the hand of DAZN and Matchroom. He could force the hand of DAZN and Matchroom. He can make that fight happen ASAP because the WBO operates. You are champion. You move up in weight. You can automatically become the mandatory. So he automatically becomes the mandatory for Jaime Munguia, and all of that side of the street and all of the DAZN and PBC not working together, Jermell Charlo is going to be the A side. And so they're going to have to order the fight. Nothing is going to block it. Then he fights and beats Jaime Munguia. That's a big fight for him. And then if I'm Jermell Charlo, I go that route. I fight Jaime Munguia, right? I pick up the belt from Jaime Munguia, right? And then you go back to the PBC and the WBA where Erislandy Lara and unification is in-house. Now you don't have to worry about going out-house to pick up unification bouts. And we know Jamal holds the WBC. He vacates the WBC. The WBC is going to want to give Jermell Charlo an opportunity to pick up that belt. So he gets the opportunity to fight for that belt. So it makes sense. Salute to Ant Dallas in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said that Canelo loss cut these boys deep. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. They can't help themselves, Ant Dallas. Doug Sullivan, my brother, he said, what does dare to be great mean anymore? Jumping up 2 weight classes. Amir Khan attempted to be great. Kell Brook attempted to do it. You understand? Canelo attempted to do it the first time, but he should have went the route of fighting Demetrius Andrade. One Mad Z, brother in Super Chat, he said Ennis versus Thurman is what needs to happen. Oh, I agree. That's what needs to happen, but will it happen? Is a whole different story. That's what needs to happen. Cardell Hobbs, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, what's up, Blue? Great fights last night. How do you feel about moving Charlo up to number 2 pound for pound because he's 7 times to every do it and then Spence? The Errol Spence has fought Hall of Famers. Jermell Charlo has fought good fighters. So that's why. Now he's undisputed, but Errol Spence has fought Hall of Famers. Sean Porter's going to Hall of Fame. Mikey Garcia is going to the Hall of Fame. Danny Garcia is going to go in the Hall of Fame. You understand? Kell Brooks is going to go in the UK Hall of Fame, right? And he beat a very good fighter in Ugas, who arguably beat Sean Porter and arguably beat and dominated Manny Pacquiao, right? Jermell Charlo has beat good fighters. Jason Rosario was a good fighter, very good, very tough fighter. Tony Harrison, very good, tough fighter. Castano, very good, very tough fighter, but they're not Hall of Famers. So Errol Spence stays at number 2, and longevity and 3-division champion for Terrence Crawford keeps him at number 1 for me. And Terrence Crawford has knocked out 10 of his last 11 opponents. Salute Cardell Hobbs dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, FKB 1982, brother super chat, off topic, but Hearn is the king of rematch clauses. Yeah, he want to give rematch clauses instead. 92, what's going on? To this fighter, that fighter, yeah, Eddie Hearn know what he doing, boy. Jamin 24, what's going on? Houston, Texas 056, my brother in super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I got Bud over EJ, AJ on Usyk, over Usyk rematch. Mel is better than Maul. Shakur over Tank, and Canelo over anyone at 168 and under. I had Bivol over King Canelo, though. We got to see Canelo at 168 because there were some things revealed that I can't wait to see how he does with a David Benavidez and Jermell Charlo. Can't wait. Can't wait. Guru, what's going on? Dante Gilbert said, I missed the super chat. I didn't see it, great brother. It didn't come in. Twiz West Philly, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a $100 on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Twiz West Philly, dropping that half a $100 on your boy Blue. He said, salute, good brother. Wonderful fight last night. Charlo looks amazing. Defense was on point. You see his face after the fight, looked clean. Just was sweating like he went for a 2-mile jog or something. Congratulations to Charlo. He worked hard for it. Facts. And we're going to give him his roses while he can smell it. And there's no way we shouldn't have 1.1K likes right now. Get the likes up to 1.1K. We should have 1.1K likes. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up. Stop moonlighting. Participate. It's free. Get the likes up. We should be at 1.1K. Yeah, Dante Gilbert, I don't see a super chat, bro. I don't see it, great brother. Twin D, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping a Cinco on your boy Blue. In my mind, to say it's not logic to say I'm daring to be great, but then make excuses when you lose. At least Mikey admitted EJ outclassed him. Facts. Facts. Young King Company, my brother. Go vote for, go click on that link, my brother, Young King Company. Go vote for his wife to be on the cover of the Health and Fitness magazine. Cam Minor, what's going on? Yeah, man, they just out here. Luna Jr., what's going on? Jermell Charlo don't deserve it. Man, come on, man, stop it. But you in here trying to lobby for Canelo. Come on, man. 455 bench presser. What's going on? When we watch Canelo get outclassed, come on, man, stop it, man. Stop it already. He dared to be great. He won. He won the title at 175. And he lost. He got outclassed. Alex Celeste back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue. How are we comparing? How are we dominating the sport? There's 36 different world champions worldwide, and America has 9 world champions going from flyweight and up. Stop feeding your fan base narratives. Keep it real, Blue. You know not what you speak of, and I don't have the energy to. I'm not going to play with you. Sorry, brother. Good for you. He said my super chat is before Juan. I don't see it, brother. It's not in here. Before Juan who? Delete it and resend it because I don't see it. Dante Gilbert. So they didn't let it go through. So just delete it and then resend it. Young King Company, brother in the super chat, he said 2 for 1 on votes tonight. Get the likes up. Facts. Click on that link. Support my brother, Young King Company, and his wife. Let's vote for her and let's get her on the cover of that Health and Fitness magazine. Quincy Carter, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, you think Boo should go up to 54 after Bud and Errol fight since they're moving up? don't see anyone on his level at welterweight other than those two on Boots level. No, he shouldn't move up. Go ahead and collect and build up his own legacy. He got to carve out his own niche, not wait for them, not bank on their career. Errol is 8 years older than him. Terrence Crawford is 11 years older than him, right? No need to wait and bank on their career. He gotta build his own lane, you know. And if he get one of those fights, kudos to him, right? It's just like Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford. You know, they had to build their own legacy. Can't wait to see if Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather fight going to present itself. No, they generations ahead of you. Go ahead and build your lane. Go ahead and carve out your niche. Virgil Ortiz is at 147. Conor Benn is at 147. You know, those are big fights for Boots Ennis, and those will be good victories for Boots Ennis because they ain't gonna fight them until they establish anyway, and the fans really demand it when they're all champions. So, and then you got other fights like Rashidi Ellis coming up. You could possibly get the fight with Keith Thurman. You know, and so with that said, you know, you got to carve out your own lane. Period. So no, don't chase them up to 54. No, you go ahead and or don't go to 54 because they ain't in the division. No, you go ahead and carve out your own path. Simple. Just like Floyd had to do when Prince Nassim Hamed and Oscar De La Hoya and Cotto didn't want to fight him, and what's his name? Joel Casamayor didn't want to fight him, and you know, Acelina Freitas didn't want to fight him. Well, he carved out his own niche. He still found a way. Matthew Watkins, my brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue. He said, "Yo, Blue, salute to you, King. Appreciate everything you do." Why the brother last night had all the excuses. He went from Boots needed to look phenomenal to Clayton ain't nobody to Boots hit the back of the head. Facts. He said, "Man, that was an illegal punch." Man, Blue, that was an illegal punch. Like, bro, come on, man. Stop it, man. They can't help themselves, Matthew Watkins. Like, bro, just give the dude his credit, bro. You don't feel yourself, Matthew Watkins, here's my thing, right? When you don't feel yourself going to extreme measures to try to discredit the dude, at some point in time, you got to feel yourself and be like, hey, bro, I'm going above and beyond to try to discredit this dude. You got to feel it. You have to. And salute to my brother Matthew Watkins dropping that duh on your boy Blue. There go my brother Dante Gilbert in Super Chat. He says, second time donating. Keep speaking facts. Much love to you, great brother. Hey, Dante, that first one that you donated, delete it because they didn't show it. So if this is the second one, delete the first one because I don't see it and they didn't show it. See me grow. What's going on? So make sure you delete it, great brother. Cash Crypto. Easy to win. K9. What's going on? Boston Logic United, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco, my brother. Big Rich in the building. He said, daring to be great isn't always jumping up weight classes. It's holding down the fort, 154, and beating all the travelers. Jermell is in a special position. Facts. He beat everybody. And there's no fight at 154 that you'll make and say he'll be the underdog. Not Fundora. Not nobody. Nobody. So let's give that dude his credit. Don Gotti, brother in the super chat. What's good, Blue? Who you think wins, Boots or Ben? Jaron Ennis. And they know he's going to beat him. Full movie episode, my brother. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? I think Spence beats Fundora 154. Yeah, Panama Jack. Sean Clark, what's going on? Rockmon Turner, what's going on? Majestic TV, what's going on? He's not going to fight him like Lubin did. Cordell Hobbs, brother in the super chat, he said, okay, Blue, appreciate the response. No doubt, great brother. Salute to you. Matthew Watkins, brother in the super chat, he said, missed my super chat, Blue. No, I read it. You talking about the dub? Just read it. Y'all got to understand, I got to slow the chat down so it take me time to catch up. Michael White, what's going on? Stephen Campbell, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. I dare any top tier welterweight to call out Boots. They won't do it. Boogeyman of the division, just like Errol Spence was before he became champion. Facts. BC, what's going on? Facts. Come on, man. Anthony X, what's going on? Facts, man. Come on, man. National champions, what's going on? Give the dude his credit, man. Real Me C2, what's going on? He said, "How? Just call your call the card that you use. Big Texas Clayton Smith, what's going on? Whatever card you use, call him and say, listen, tell him you sent 2 and 1 didn't go through. Matthew, what's going on? Marcus Priest, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, what's good? Every era of Philly has a great one. Philly, stand up. Oh, that's a fact. Ain't nobody getting that misconstrued. Chris Brown 4-5, my brother. Ain't nobody. Yeah, Chad, what's going on? Blue, thank you for bringing us all the latest news. Appreciate you, brother. Jay Store, what's going on? Thank you for supporting. Hey, Dallas is about to eliminate Phoenix. Boston eliminated Milwaukee. This is getting real interesting. Golden State going to the championship. They're gonna beat Dallas. Boston gonna beat Miami. You're gonna have the Warriors and the Celtics in the championship. Beating those Warriors? You're a good man. No, he ain't. Yeah,
they're a solid team right now.
Yeah, Boston do look good, man. James Mills, what's going on? No One J Petty City, my brother in super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He says, some DAZN guy on Twitter said Mel needs to give Tim Tszyu a shot or he's ducking him. If this was Canelo, he would have said all these guys need to earn it by fighting each other. Hilarious stuff. Agreed. Trayshawn Edwards, what's going on? I want to see Boots and Stanley on this too. Agreed. Come on, man. And Tim Tszyu didn't look great in his last fight against Terrell Goucher. Come on, man. Let's stop acting like he looked like a world beater against Terrell Goucher. And Tim Tszyu talking about styles make fights. It'll look different with me and you. Man, yeah, you want an opportunity to fight for Undisputed. The real McCoy brother in the super chat dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. Said Bud, Charlo, Spence, Stevenson, your thoughts on this, Blue? Was that your pound for pound? What is that, your pound for pound? That's your pound for pound? Champ workout, what's going on? Yeah, Miss Joette, but don't. That ain't nothing serious. That's promotion. Eric, what's going on? Yeah, A1, Emmanuel, we do need to get it in, bro. That's a fact. Rockmon Turner, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said Maul seems like he motivated watching his brother become undisputed. Do you think he'll push for tough fights? I think so. I think he's going to go up to 68. And I think he's going to fight David Benavidez next. I think he's going to fight David Benavidez next. Hey, not to change the subject, but I'll be watching Luka Doncic and I'm like, how is he doing this, man? How? I don't know how, bro. But Real McCoy, my brother, you said Bud, Charlo, Spence, Stevenson. That's your pound for pound? I won't have Shakur Stevenson at number 4. And I won't have Jermell Charlo over Errol Spence. But I got Bud, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and then you can take it from there. D Webb, my brother in Super Chat. I just need Dallas and Phoenix to go over 204 points. Salute. Oh, you just want to get that bread. I don't know, man. Phoenix got 25 points and it's almost halftime, bro. I don't know about that. It's almost halftime and Phoenix only got 25 points. But Moore said he moving up to 160, 168. So I think that Moore, is going to Antonio Hambrick. What's going on? I think that he's gonna fight David Benavidez. Brian Chanel Jr. What's going on? CB Sports TV. My brother Carl Burrell in the building. John Doe. What's going on? Rolling in for Doe. My brother. H1s. What's going on? Boston Logic United, my brother, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, the point is the lower classes have to go through 154 Jermell before 160. If not, they're avoiding him, right? He's in his prime real estate. Agreed. The problem is that, Errol Spence and, I don't think that they'll ever fight. That's the problem. So, in order for the welterweights, it would have to be Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence to get that fight. And salute to my brother, Boxing Logic United, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. James Kelly in the building in the super chat. James Kelly in the building in the super chat. Dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue. He said, how are you doing, Blue Blood? Just touching base with you and the Blue Blood family. Ennis is the man and very humble. I enjoy his dad as well. As you know, I was born and raised in Paterson, New Jersey. I apologize that I have not been in touch since the passing of Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian. A.K.A. my brother, my co-host. Salute to the historian, my brother, Kurt Anderson. The late, great, legendary historian, Kurt Anderson. Appreciate you, James Kelly, coming through. Be advised, dropping that half a hundo on your boy, Blue. As long as you're healthy, James Kelly, that's all that counts, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Abracadabra said Boots versus Andre. Andre fights at 68. Boots fight at 47. They 21 pounds of difference. Ace by double. What's going on? James Mills. What's going on? Pope Porter, my brother. Marco SCLA. What's going on? Crawler Loke. What's going on? Ron Southall. What's goody with you? Ratchet since 9-1. Clint Eastwood, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, you should come out with your own monthly pound for pound with stats and call it Box Facts. Yeah, man. I got the website, man. I got to finish it, man. Yeah, I should do that. I think I will, Clint Eastwood. I think I will. I think I am. L. Harper Reptile, what's going on? Kadeem Jackson, what's going on? Yeah, Kadeem Jackson. If Bud beats Spence, he for sure will fight him. Yeah. Johnny True Blue Staley, what's going on? No One J Pity City, my brother back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, bonus, my boxing pound for pound rankings. Number 1, Spence. Number 2, Jermell. Number 3, Anui. Number 4, Canelo. 5 is Bud. 6 is Shakur. 7, Dimitri Bivol. 8 is Josh Taylor. Number 9 is Tank Davis. And 10 is George Kambosos Jr. Salute to you, great brother. Now, there's some things I would make adjustments to. I wouldn't have Anui over Terrence Crawford by no stretch of the imagination. Or would I have Anui over Canelo Alvarez? or Josh Taylor for that matter. So I would have mine's is number 1 is Terrence Crawford, number 2 is Errol Spence, number 3 is Jermell Charlo, number 4 is Josh Taylor, number 5 is Canelo Alvarez, number 6 is Dimitri Bivol, number 7 is Anui, 8. Now I'm slipping my mind. Now it's slipping my mind. It'll come to me. Too much on the brain. But yeah, I would rearrange that slightly. Slightly rearrange that. I think I'm going to make my pound for pound list. I'm going to finish it. Driven by Christ Jody, what's going on? Big Dog Willie, brother in the super chat. My pound for pound. Usyk at number 1. Usyk at 1, Bud at 2, Canelo at 3, and Nui at 4, Josh Taylor at 5. Cool. Driven by Christ Jody, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. I appreciate you 1,000%. C Money Best Style, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue, smash the like button. Yeah, get the likes up, people. We should be at 1.3K. Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. We should be at 1.3K. Crazy Queen 12. Peace bless to the Queen in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Said, hi, Booba. How are you doing? Quick question. Who you got? Spence or Crawford if it happens next? I got Errol Spence winning. I think Errol Spence is going to win the fight. I think that Errol Spence, what he brings to the table, I don't think that Terrence Crawford is going to have an answer down the stretch for Errol Spence. I think that Errol Spence in the second half is going to, separate himself, and I think he's going to win a majority decision or split decision, something of that magnitude. And don't be surprised if there's knockdowns in the fight. Don't be surprised. But I think that Errol Spence is going to win the fight. I just see slippages in the game in Terrence Crawford that I feel like Errol Spence is going to be too much to overcome. This is not saying that Terrence Crawford don't have an opportunity to win or can't win, right? Because clearly he can. But, I think that the fact that I believe his biggest advantage with Errol Spence is the fact that he could switch from southpaw to orthodox, and his versatility is key. And I believe that versatility is no longer the same. If you look at his fight with Sean Porter, Igis Kavalauskas, Kell Brook fight, the only adjustment he makes in the fight is that he switches to southpaw. And now he's not going to have a southpaw advantage over Errol Spence Jr. And so because he's not going to have a southpaw advantage over Errol Spence Jr., because Errol Spence is naturally a big, young, strong southpaw with great fundamentals, great jab, great timing, I think that that's going to be too much down the stretch for Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford gets very wide and looping with his punches. You throw straight punches, you come down the pipe. I think that, you can have a lot of success against Terrence Crawford. And I think that the physicality, once Errol Spence gets on the inside and Errol Spence starts, going to the body relentlessly, I think that ultimately that's going to be the difference for me, in my opinion. When I watch Terrence Crawford in the orthodox stance, he's not as effective as he once was when he was in the orthodox stance, as far as being elusive and slick. And Errol Spence is just bigger and stronger and more fundamentally sound. And I think that the fact that Terrence Crawford is going to be 35 by the time this fight happens, he fought twice in 3 years, I think that that's going to play a major part. And that's just my opinion in what's going to be the difference in the fight. So, Crazy Queen, that's my opinion. James Kelly, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping a cinco on your boy Blue. He said, "Is Demetrius Andrade a free agent? What a talent! I haven't heard much. And is he getting older too? I like the guy and consider him a great fighter. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade is 34, man. Suffered a shoulder injury. He was supposed to fight next Saturday. That's not going to happen. You know, I just think that Gio James Khalil 98, what's going on? I want to ask Demetrius Andrade at this gesture in your career, is your career playing out how you foresaw it? Are you satisfied? Next Level 5, what's going on? Nicholas Simmons, what's going on? I would love to ask Demetrius Andrade, are you satisfied with how your career has played out thus far? Driven by Christ Jody, brother, in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. I would seriously like to ask him that. You know what I mean? Mr. West said, Blue, Crawford versus Spence. What happens to the loser, do you think? That's a good question. I think if Terrence Crawford loses, a strong possibility he could retire. I think Terrence Crawford is already 1 foot out. Not fully, but I think Terrence Crawford is looking at retiring. If Terrence Crawford wins and goes to 154 and fights Jermell and wins that fight, he's retiring. He's not defending the titles. He's not doing none of that. But you know, we got to see. But that's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. I've thought about it, and I'm like, what do the loser do? If you Errol Spence, I think he just still goes on at 154 and looks to pick up the belts there. If you Terrence Crawford, though, at 35 years of age and not the biggest guy, what's the plan? You could look to become welterweight champion again by fighting the other champions, but pride starts to play a part. So I don't know. James Kelly, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I see Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford is a fight that can go either way, even a draw. Terrence Crawford is stronger than people think, and talent that will give Errol Spence Jr. problems. Yeah, I'm sure. That's why he definitely has talent, but I'm just saying who I think ultimately is going to win at the end of the day. But for sure. Tora Galad in the super chat dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what up, Blue? Can you shout out Texas for the contribution? Do you think that Derek will get trainer of the year? For sure. For sure. Yeah. For sure, Derek James is going to get trainer of the year. Ain't no way he can't get trainer of the year. Ain't no way. Showtime Shay, showing us media. What's going on? Dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said you covered both Spence and Boots. How you see Boots and Spence playing out? This is a source experience. I don't know, brother. It's a 50-50 fight. Boots has the size advantage. He's more athletic. He's more versatile. Great jab, great speed, great footwork. Errol Spence is relentless, aggressive, physical. I don't know how it plays out, to be honest. So 50-50 fight. I don't know who wins. I don't know how it plays out. Yeah, I couldn't tell you right now. And as Boots goes on, I could tell you more, but you know, I believe he have the talent and all the skill set, but it's a 50-50 fight. I couldn't tell you who wins. Percy Moore, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, just a heads up if Blue is wearing any Prada cologne, y'all in trouble. Who's your top 10 fighters that are alive? Respect, King. Salute to my brother Percy Moore, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. How you doing out there, great brother? How's everything with you? My top 10 favorite fighters, or just top 10 overall? My top 10 favorite fighters is Muhammad Ali, no particular order: Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvin Hagler, Larry Holmes, Evander Holyfield, and Alexis Aguayo. Then it could be Joe Frazier, George Foreman on that list, Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins. The list is just endless, man. I said Bernard Hopkins. Manny Pacquiao. It's just too many to it's just too many to cipher and say who's who. Right? That's why I said no order, because it's all subject to opinion and hypotheticals. Would Sugar Ray Leonard beat this guy in his prime, and can Floyd Mayweather beat Tommy Hearns, and would Tommy Hearns be able to beat Sugar Ray Robinson, and would Marvin Hagler be able to beat Roy Jones? It's just too hypothetical. It's just, it's just not real. Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis got to be on that list. You know what I mean? I think Lennox Lewis is a top 5 all-time great heavyweight. So it's impossible to put it in order. It's all opinionated and all Juan Marquez, Alexis Aguayo, Julio Cesar Chavez. The list is you can't do it. Pernell Whitaker, Deontay Wilder, highest knockout ratio in the history. Like, it's impossible. Pernell Whitaker, Aaron Pryor, it's just Lennox Lewis, man. Could the hypothetical, how would Muhammad Ali and Lennox Lewis play out? How would Lennox Lewis and Joe Frazier play out? Bernard Hopkins and Marvin Hagler. Solomon Walker, brother, in the super chat, he said, I haven't heard anyone mention Boots versus Bud, because Bud let it be known that there's no interest there. Heavy Betters Entertainment, what's going on? Johnny Player, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what's up, Blue and Boston family? What's goody with your great brother? Yeah, so it's just too difficult for me to just say who's these 10. I could tell you this: Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. Those 3 is the top 3. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. Those are the top 3. They broke the barriers. They set the stage, man. They changed the sport. G Code, my brother, what's goody with you? They changed the sport of boxing. And you got to talk about guys like Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. It's just too many. Just too many. You just can't. And then it starts to get into this. Well, could he beat? And you can't answer that. That's a question that can never be answered. Monica, the queen, she said, Blue, they should have a Super 6 in 147 today. I say that after Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford leave. Terry Smooth Jr., what's going on? He said Zab Judah. Yeah. I mean, there's just it's just you can't. It's impossible. It's impossible because then you start talking about hypotheticals. Well, would Sugar Ray Leonard beat Floyd Mayweather? Because Sugar Ray Leonard beat Sugar Ray Robinson, and those are questions that can't be answered, and will never be answered. All right, Velas Lipsy, what's going on? Winky Wright is a very good fighter, but not up there. James Tony, it's just too many, man. Gerard Galah in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. It said, Blue, I'm so proud to be a Hebrew. Respect to you and all of the great black champions you mentioned. We are a people of preservation. Preservation. I can't get the word out. Endurance and encourage. Salute to you, brother. Perseverance. Brother, I couldn't get the word out to save myself. I couldn't get the word out. Malik Woody, what's going on? Makai Willis, H-Town 713. Y'all put on last night, huh, great brother? Tip Mobs, what's going on? DX, what's going on? Keith Marcel, what's going on? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all start talking about we forgetting this person. There's no such thing as forgetting. It's just not. It's not possible. You can't put 10 people in that position. You just can't, because everybody's gonna say, "Yeah, well, what about this part? What about that?" That's not possible. Joe Calzaki, you're gonna start to, "Hey, man, why you ain't put this person there?" It's not possible. Jose Del Sal, what's going on? It ain't possible. You can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Heavy do what? I'm not going to be able to do it. Heavy do what? Not going to be able to do it. Big Watch 12, what's going on? So those guys, you know, Monica, to put a Super 6 tournament after Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford leave, I like that. And the reason I say after they leave, because no slight to anybody else, but they're above the division right now. You want to see them in the massive fights with each other. You don't want them in no tournament where they got to fight this guy and fight. You're not trying to see none of that. So, but you put that Super 6 tournament when they leave for those belts, woo-wee, where you got to have Conor Ben fight Boots or Virgil Ortiz and Rashidi Ellis, and these dudes got to fight each other. Woo-wee! Now you're talking. Yeah, Kareem Jabbar, it's not possible. For one, it's opinionated. For two, the hypotheticals. Can Lennox Lewis beat Muhammad Ali? Can Lennox Lewis beat Joe Frazier? Can Lennox Lewis beat George Foreman? Can George Foreman beat? I mean, it just. Would George Foreman beat Rocky Marciano? We could speculate. Yeah, George Foreman would do. That sounds good, but until you see it, it's just what it is. It sounds good. Mad Kappa, what's going on? Akiro Amar, what's going on? So I would like to see. Let me answer this question and salute to my brother Tarad Galoo dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. So like I said, man, I would like to see Mountain South D-Town. What's good with you? AFK, what's going on? Marco Antonio Eric Morales. DJ BC, what's going on? Eric Morales. He beat Manny Pacquiao. Marquez beat Man. And it's just like, then we start talking about this. Shane Mosley. Can they beat Chavez? You know what I mean? Can Marquez and Morales and Barrera, could they beat Chavez? And then you're talking about Roberto Duran. I ain't even say Roberto Duran. He arguably the greatest 135-pounder ever. Mustafa Malik, what's going on? He arguably the greatest 135-pounder ever. Mustafa Malik said, what watch is that, Movado? Movado. I like Movado and Rolex, man. This is my Movado, though. This is what my kids bought me. Yeah, that's my Movado. Jose Del Sol, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I feel we have way more talented boxers in the era than ever before, in my opinion, of course. We have way more talented boxers in this era than ever before. I don't know about that, man. Prince Nassim Hamed. Barbara said, I love Movado as well, Blue. Yeah, I love Movado. Yeah, I love Movados, man. Movados and Rolex are my favorite two watches. Jim said, we ain't seen Boots in a real fight yet. That's not his problem. Therapeutic HC podcast, what's going on? Kim Dolan, what's going on?
No. I can't hear you.
He said, hey, Blue, fight of the year last night. The problem is, I was just saying, what was the other fight? Oh, Lumen Fundora. I thought that was fight of the year. I think Jermell Charlo Castano is the fight of the year so far because, and that's, we got to say so far, because Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Serrano Taylor, there's still a lot of big fights to be had. That Fundora Erickson Lumen fight was whew. Blackwater Boston, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute, Blue. That's why we got to compare eras, because athletes are getting bigger, stronger, taller, and faster. Yeah, but are they getting tougher? Tyrone Buchanan, Johnny Blaze, what's going on? Serrano Taylor is a great fight. Are they getting tougher, though? Yeah, Breland watches. I've never been into him, though. God's Truth Purpose, what's going on? He said Prime Roberto Duran versus Prime Sugar Ray Leonard. We already saw it. Sugar Ray Leonard. We saw Sugar Ray Leonard when he fight his fight. It's not a competition. So what was I saying, man? I forgot what I was saying now. Y'all threw me off. You threw me off. And get the likes up to 1.3K. Smash the like button. Yeah, so it starts to get too, the waters start to get too muddy, man. Jose Del Sol, brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I've been watching boxing for a long time, and I haven't seen this quality of boxers we have today. Faster, stronger, you name it. Yeah, but are they tougher, though? That's the thing. You're talking about guys fighting 15 rounds. These dudes, Canelo was tired in the 5th round. You know what I mean? Then you look at Castano. He couldn't even stand up. Thomas Davis, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Bud, Errol, Charlo, Canelo, Usyk, Taylor, Shakur, Inouye, Bivol, Tank, Benavidez, Loma, Haney, Clarissa, and Taylor. The problem with that is that you got Usyk on there. Usyk is a heavyweight. I'm following tradition. Usyk don't belong on heavyweight. Salute to my brother Thomas Davis dropping that Cinco. Appreciate you, great brother. But that's a good list. I can't complain with it. Sean Clark, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Styles make fights. Vernon Forrest had Mosley number one on speed dial, but he ain't better fighter in my opinion. I'm loving that we're seeing these fights happen. Sean Clark, you 1000% right. He had Vernon Forrest had Shane Mosley number, like you said, on speed dial, but then Ricardo Mayorga had Vernon Forrest number on speed dial, but then Shane Mosley had Ricardo Mayorga's number on speed dial. Ain't that something? That's why we love the sport. That's what makes it so special, man. That's what makes it so special. Salute to my brother James Kelly, brother back in the super chat. Now he dropping the hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother James Kelly. Be advised in the super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. He said Ali Hagler, Hurricane Carter, Sugar Ray Robinson, the whole gold medal 84 Olympics team, not Tyrell Biggs, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward. I liked Hector Camacho was great even when he fought Chavez Sr. De La Hoya, Trinidad, Rosario, and withstood the power. Yeah, man. Our era of boxing is it changes, it evolves, obviously, like anything else in life, as time goes on, but we just gotta, those dudes is fighting 15 rounds. Sugar Ray Robinson, he fought every 2 months, 15 rounds. Man, come on, man. That's ridiculous. There was fights, I'm not mistaken, when Jack Johnson fought, there was unlimited rounds. It was till somebody couldn't go no more. I believe Jack Johnson had fights where there was no rounds. It was just till somebody got knocked out or couldn't go no more. Come on, man. Salute to James Kelly dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. I appreciate you, brother. Jose Del Sol, brother in super chat. I'm talking about black fighters, Blue. I'm just talking about overall fighters overall. Jerry Alexander, what's going on? Mr. Miyagi, West Beemore, Aaron Brooks, what's going on? He said Duran got sparked by Hearns. The Fight Channel, what's going on? King Brown, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dip on your boy Blue. He said, well, Castano crumbled badly. Looking forward to seeing Bud and Spence. I don't know what they're going to do with Ennis. That dude is an issue, man. Big Theodore, what's going on? Salute to my brother King Brown, dropping that half a dip on your boy Blue. D Webb, brother in super chat, just sitting here watching the Suns jack lose your money. Man, these dudes got 27 points in the middle of the third quarter. They got 29 points now in the middle of the third quarter. Come on, man. That's effort. That's effort. Machiavelli Mafia, my brother in super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, like I said yesterday, Bud and Big Fish better get out of there. But Blue, if Big Fish wins against Bud, does he go up? He not fighting Mel right now. Oh, he not fighting Mel, right? Yeah, Domingo Bonello, what's going on? So Machiavelli Mafia, Jermell Charlo already expressed that he plans on going up to 160. And Jamal just expressed yesterday that he going to 68. Collection of kicks, what's going on? Appreciate you, great brother. We don't have fans, we family, great brother. So Jermell already explained that, and Errol already explained that he going to 54 after this Terrence Crawford fight. So yeah, he headed out. Errol win the fight. He going to 54. Big T, my brother, what's goody with your great brother? Mike Jones, what's going on? Mike Jones. Jose Del Sol, brother, back in the super chat, dropping a Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Ennis will be a problem for everyone around him. Trust my word. Oh, I already know. BC, what's going on? Oh, I already know. Teach, what's going on? But yeah, let me get out of here, people. That family 100, what's going on? Let me get on out of here, people. That ends this Sunday segment. Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love, man. Tomorrow, back on. Y'all already know what it is. Tomorrow we be back on regularly scheduled programming. LV Live, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, Errol Spence is moving up. He has no intention of staying at 147. So appreciate y'all coming through, studding up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace. Miss Joette, have a great night, Queen. Blessings to each and every one of y'all.